Hi everyone, it's Lisa Brown Jordan from Human Solutions. I thought we would continue this month with our theme of equal opportunity and talk about website accessibility. I was chatting with a colleague recently about the fact that most of us are still continuing to provide virtual services. And then we got into discussion about websites and the importance of our websites being accessible to all of the customers that are trying to access our services. Now, if you are a service provider, you are probably already familiar with Section 508 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 that deals with accessibility related to websites and information technology. The other reason we want to be accessible is really about providing access and good customer service. We all have a web presence out there. We want to ensure that individuals with disabilities have a good experience, an accessible experience on our websites. So I'm going to share a resource with you to actually check your website. And I want to spend a couple minutes though talking about just some basic tips on website accessibility. And they relate first to font type. Sans serif fonts like Arial, Tahoma, and so forth are a lot easier for individuals to read than text that has I'll call them the curly and swirlies on them. Times New Roman is a good serif font if you're going to use a serif font, but sticking with fonts that are sans serif like Arial are a very good choice for readability. The other thing is font color. Choosing font colors, black, dark blue, dark green, are a lot easier to read than using red text or brighter text. I would really encourage you to stick with the basic colors on there. The other thing is contrast. If you, let's say you do a dark blue, but you do it on a light blue background, the contrast will not be that great. If we're looking at our color wheel, we should choose a color that is on the opposite side of the color that we're using for text. We choose black for our text, we use white as our background. That's what I'm talking about. So things that are too matchy oftentimes may blend together for an individual with a vision impairment or even color blindness. The other thing is on our images, attaching that alternative text or alt text label on there. And basically what that is, if I had a picture of myself on the website, for example, my alt text would read Lisa Brown Jordan on that. That's for someone that may not be able to view the images to know what images are actually on the page via screen reading software or putting the mouse over the image as well. So to check a website, I've used different types of 508 checkers, and you can actually go on Google and search for 508 checker. There'll be several that come up. One great place to go as a resource is section508.gov/test. It will give you a list of actual checkers, but also guidelines for a website and document creation or even just materials. If you go to their main page though, it will actually talk about how to set up a 508 program within your organization that addresses not just website accessibility, but all electronic and information technology. So I'd really encourage you to go out there and use that as a resource. I'm going to put a challenge out there, and that is within the next 2 weeks to go out and actually go to one of the 508 checkers. Basically what you'll do is you'll put in the URL of your website. Sometimes it will ask for an email to send the report or so forth, and then it will generate a report that lets you know where there might be 508 issues on the website. Again, a lot of what I see, I do a lot of consulting around marketing and other things, is related to color, is related to contrast, is related to images, but it will tell you specifically what needs to be addressed. You could actually run this on more than one of the 508 checkers just to kind of get a comparison in case one looks at something slightly different. If you're not the one to do that, or you want to generate the report and give it to someone that does your IT, that would be really encouraged. But that's my challenge to you for the next couple weeks or this month. if you do go out and do this, I would love to hear about, one, what you find, but two, what you did about it. Many of us are continuing to provide those virtual services, so ensuring that our websites are accessible. Again, it's about creating access, it's about good customer service, and ensuring all of the community can learn about and access our services. So with that, be on the lookout. Our Equal Opportunity Officer training is going to launch later this month. We're quite excited about that. It also talks about website accessibility, but many other things related to equal opportunity in the workplace, but also related to service delivery. So I look forward to seeing you all again next month virtually in our newsletter. Take care, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks so much.